welcome to the brand new series of Creative Gaming for Noobs, where we try out different simulator and/or sandbox games that let players experience things we really wish we could do in real life, but can't for certain reasons.
Welcome again to the series that lasts a single episode.
Now when on earth did that happen? Shut up. So, as you can see, today we are trying Cooking Simulator, with your host being myself, the greatest chef of all time, as literally anyone can tell.
So you tell me this is going to cover my medical bill?
Therefore, you are very lucky to be taught by the master himself. And Peter, now, the first thing every chef from Massastopolis does... It hasn't been even a minute, Peter! For a start, let's take a look at our professional inventory. This thing here is a phone. Whenever something in your kitchen has a malfunction, like right now, you can call a repairer. This is where you buy food. It was very generous of our manager to relocate an entire street food market right into the kitchen. So, does that mean that local people have no choice but to buy our food now? Yes, it does. Meat and other perishable ingredients can be found in the fridge. Food doesn't spoil in this game, though. Huh? Ew, maybe it does. Ew. Ew!
Cut the crap!
Well, the cooking stations are intuitive. This is where you fry and boil, bake some more.
Ignore.
Grill, blend ingredients for cool cocktails, microwave. And finally serve your crab here.
My crab pasta and dishes, of course. This time, I hope.
Okay, let's wait no more. It's time to receive our first order. Steak time! First, let's make some French fries. For our current recipe, we need a couple of potatoes. Let's place them on a cutting board. A couple means 2, Peter. Donkey! Do you understand that? Or should I repeat myself?
Now I think it was pretty clear without any words.
Now we're getting serious. I've just sharpened the knife the Massastopolis way. Someone has ordered an Ukrainian borscht. Peter should have been working on that order, but unfortunately I don't know where he's gone to. The potatoes have to be cut nicely into long shapes. And that's how you do it. Well, at least when you don't have steady hands perk unlocked. Once you do, you can freeze your food to make better shaped slices.
I've just seen an ambulance taking our client. Perhaps he got intoxicated.
Meh, dumbass competitors always drink their poison, go to restaurants, and spoil reputation here and there. You know how this works. Now, excuse me, for we have steak and borscht to do. To transfer ingredients, hold Shift key and move the board manually. Something clearly tells me that I need more than one slice. Deep fry them for about 30 seconds. Now one of these meat slices should be our steak. We just need to define it. Hey, I found some raw beef. This will eventually become our steak, as far as I know.
That's kind of questionable. I mean, how can you tell it's cow right here? It just says burger meat.
And that's more than I need to know. You see, Peter, my uncle used to own a cow named Burger. So we not only know it's cow for sure, but even what cow exactly this is.
Your uncle loves animals, doesn't he? So by the genius logic, what do I call burgers then? Excuse me, can I make an order? 2 portions of diarrhea, please. So whose meat is this again?
I've just noticed. The diameter of this piece matches the thickness of your arm. Smells like French fries already. Bellissimo. Now it's time for seasoning. It is crucial to be careful. Many guests here are very capricious about salt and pepper. The recipe requires 5 grams of pepper. Let's shake the can 5 times accordingly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thanks God there is no such thing as damage in this game. There is no multiplayer either. Yet we have to tolerate Peter anyway. Did you cook a gasoline soup or something? Who even eats something like that?
First, let's pure ethanol. Second...
Serve him this crap. Tell him take it and get the hell out from here.
He got pissed as a guest, a friend, and restaurant critic.
Well, this may impact our reputations, so... Find him, tell him to take this and get the hell in here. Once you get enough experience, you can make a refund to your unsatisfied customers, so you want to lose your fame. Yay?
Yay!
Yay!
I knew you like it. I bought one hell of an expensive fan.
Alright, now let's finish with the salt. Finally, it's time to fry! Fry each side for 45 seconds. Peter, make a hamburger, please. Carefully flip it over. Lastly, we add a rosemary twig. French fries don't look yellow enough. Luckily, lemon juice works as a dye. Let's add the steak and we are ready to go.
Why don't I get cartoon superpowers?
'Cause you're boring. Now it's ready to be served. But first... Success! Finally, the day is about to be concluded by Peter and his number one loner's dish.
Been cooking it myself every day since my wife left me.
Any secret ingredients? It's so sad and disgusting at the same time.
Sorry, no cockroaches. Jackass.
Everyone can make dishes however they want here. It was Cooking Simulator game where you can experience with food the way you desire. With your host being me, Basia. And I'll see you next time in an episode of... Industrial craft for noobs. Serve it, Peter.